She said white people, they got sunglasses, sun cream. But I'm wondering why sunglasses is there. Because your eyes, as a black person, are they like more...
Shani's proper.
No, sister Shani.
No, because if you got blue eyes, being in the right hand is very dangerous for your eyes.
Can we deal with the elephant in the room? Yeah. Clearly, Shani's here to cape for a white grandmother that owns Golliwogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say nothing, but obviously, with the truth in it.
You know, when I know Shani didn't find it that funny, she's like, "Yeah, let's go." I can hear her.
Golliwogs though is a whole different.
Maybe it was her nan's way of making sure that Shani had a black doll.
Oh!
Whoa! Jupiter, Shani, you see the person you're defending threw you under the bus. Wow!
Jupiter is very synchronized. Jupiter is very synchronized. It's very synchronized. Jupiter is very, very synchronized.
Hey, but who's the only people on the planet that had a golden age? Africa. Africans are the ones that had a golden age. Africans were the ones that were civilizing the world. But people try and forget that and try and play dumb. Like the Africans didn't civilize the whole world.
That's right, brother.
You got to remember, Europeans were in caves.
That's right, King. Jupiter is very synchronized. I want everyone to hear that. Very synchronized. She's not stupid, as people like to say.
Joke,
no. But Jupiter, unethical code of conduct.
It's a fact, isn't it?
Hold on, Jupiter.
It's a joke, it's a fact.
You
Jupiter.
And Fanny has got black blood in her. Why wouldn't
Jupiter, hold on, Jupiter.
Wow,
I know you want me to
black blood. I thought it was all the same. No, I'm joking.
Jupiter. Anytime a joke, a comment is on African people or non-African people, it's unethical code of conduct. Historically,
I don't think it was on African people.
It was on Jupiter.
Why are you singling out Africans?
You know, Kale, I think her joke was warranted. It was funny.
Yeah,
it was funny though. Still,
that's funny. No, there's a history, Kale. You don't know about. That's why it's funny.
It's still unethical.
There's a history.
No. What's unethical is owning Golliwogs.
No, Sister Shani. You're not.
Are we going there, Shani?
You're not remixing, sister. We know what racism is, and anytime a non-African person has a comment, a joke to assassinate and characterize African people is practice of racism. It was done historically.
I wasn't assassinating though, was I? Don't be silly.
Kel.
You're going too fast.
His grand owns Golliwogs.
My grandmother has Gollywog dolls, Gollywog.
White grandmother.
Your grandmother's racist. Your grandmother was racist.
White grandmother.
See how white people are, man. That's the real white people right there.
It's not racist.
White people are jealous of black people, man. Let's be real. White people want to be black.
She owns Golliwogs, but she's not racist. Hold on. Someone, wait. Pause. You lot. Let her speak. She owns Golliwogs, but she's not racist. And
yes, family, hit that like button. Don't forget the PayPal Cash App. If you've been entertained even slightly, or you learned something even slightly, then yeah, show some love. Keep this stream running, 5 days a week. And then we got the Nwapin Sniper. He takes care of Friday nights, Saturdays, Sundays. And we're gonna have some more programming fitting into the slot. So pause. So stay tuned. Right, I did that little break just so that I can remind people that one at a time is usually the best way we communicate. Right? Obviously we have a little bit of overlap. But I just want everyone to be reminded that we do respect the views of everyone. Everyone's got the right to try and speak unless you're Eunice chatting shit. So yeah, let's start again. Who was last speaking? Was it Shani?
Yeah, so so Kale, just so that you understand what's going on here, if you didn't, so my grandmother grew up in Australia in the 50s. She's an Australian woman, grew up in Australia in the 50s. She lost her parents at the age of 11, right? And for her, in Australia, unfortunately, it was a racist country. It still kind of practices racism and stuff like that. There was a lot of racism in those times. She had a Gollywog doll as a child and was given one. And for her as an orphan, because I've spoken to my grandmother as this, as an orphan, that was her toy, that was her doll, and she loved it. And that's really it. So she's fond of the dolls, right? Now, fast forward, obviously 50 years or whatever, and she's a collector. So she has a lot of expensive collections, Royal Dalton, all those kind of chinas and whatever, right? She's a collector, like a proper collector. And one of the things that she's collected over the years are golliwogs. And it's the teddies, and it's also these rare little tiny ornaments that are golliwogs, but you can only get them in Australia. And in Australia, golliwogs are they're actually a toy that a lot of Australians give to their kids. Funny enough, you see them. They're even the store that she gets them from is from Australia.
Don't you think that's a bit racist, though, Shani?
You know what? I would say I can understand it, and that's not something that. So my nan always said to us when she passes away, please don't chuck them away. But my mum's always said to her, we're not keeping them, we're chucking them away, right? We're not keeping them. But my nan has a different connection to them, and she doesn't see them as racist. I think she understands, but for her, that's not the connection she has to it. But I don't want them. They're not going to be a part of my inheritance. I'm not going to keep them. I don't think they're something that people should have or even collect or whatever, but people do, and that's really it.
Okay, Sister Chani, historically, right, non-African people have assassinated the original looking African, right? They've demonized the original looking African. So anytime blackface or dolls and etc. and that, they can never say, well, I'm just having it because I was young. Because their community has promoted and propagandized that to assassinate the original looking African, it's all classed as racism, whether you like it or not. And we shouldn't